Okay, okay. I talked about these strange happenings and things that sometimes appear lately. Videos appearing on YouTube. One popped up yesterday, last night, just before going to bed, and it really caught my attention. And I ended up staying up all night long last night. I finally just decided to get a little rest at 5:30 this morning because I watched all the videos that this person had put up recently, just put up. And the thing that got me were the commenters, the people commenting. What I discovered is there are a lot more people out there just like me. I may be the only one to this extent still, but they have different parts of me, different aspects of what I do, but they're like me. They really are, and there's a lot of them out there. Even reading the people's words on the page, the electronic page, I could feel the people. I could feel some of them, not all of them, but enough. I could feel enough. And they're like me. I am not alone. And one thing that video series did really help me come to grips with is the dark inside of me. I've always talked about the dark and the light, not choosing one over the other. I want knowledge. I want both sides. But I've never really fully embraced that dark side. I do sometimes because it feels good. It feels really good to let it go. But it really is completely a part of me. I am walking the tightrope right between the two. I put that out in past videos. Thinking about my videos, I started out 10 months ago. I felt I was alone. I put all these videos out for a family member, thinking maybe someday somebody will be born batshit crazy just like me, and this will help them. These videos will help that one person in my family, maybe help keeping them from just going to a mental institution. So I put out my videos starting 10 months ago. And then I started realizing I'm not alone. I'm not crazy. That was huge. That was huge. Really, really big. But still, the chains fell off. I am not alone. I am not crazy. The chains fell off. Everything started opening up. That was still after seeing one person, just one, out on YouTube video talking about some of this clairs, the psychic type of side of me, the psychic stuff, just the psychic stuff, nothing else. And that made the chains fall off. What opened up yesterday, last night, was a term I've never heard before. I've never researched empaths. I didn't know what empaths were beyond Deanna Troi on Star Trek, like The Next Generation. That's all I knew about empaths, really, was that. I just do what I do because I'm crazy. This is my life. I'm not shying away from it. I will embrace it, which I did. I learned as much as I could how to deal with it, how to use it, and I did that. So I didn't run away scared. The other term that came up there last night, besides empath, was Heyoka, Heyoku, Heyoku, something like that. Heyoku. It's probably how you say it. Heyoku. That feels right. Heyoku. That feels right. Heyoku. That feels right. Heyoku. That feels right. Okay. Heyoku. Empath. Apparently, it's a Native American term for these type of people. They call it the sacred clown. I don't feel like I'm a clown. I don't. Even though I call myself a fool the other day, which I pretty much was, it is kind of the sacred fool, sacred clown in Native American Indian terms. I called myself that the other day because I was. But you know, if I was actually back in the Indian tribes, they probably would have called me that because I do things different. I do talk to everything. I talk to a rock. I'll be dancing by myself. I'll be smiling at thin air. I do odd things, but to me, they're not odd. They're not odd things. This is just energy. It's emotions. It's energy. That little blade of grass coming up between the concrete is beautiful. And sometimes it has this incredible energy. And I just look at it and smile, and I will talk to it. A little blade of grass between the cracks. That's normal for me. It's not being a clown or anything. So I don't consider myself a clown, but I do odd things. I've learned how to be normal around people. Trial and error. I've learned how to do that, and I am that. So, I mentioned throughout these videos that I put out these videos because intuition was telling me it's time to put these videos out, and it was. Then it switched to Time's Up, and I got a name. Just me. Instead of calling myself a Heyoka Empath, it's just me. There's no oddness or to it in my view. When it comes to me looking at myself, this is the way I'm supposed to be. This is it. This is just me. So instead of Heyoka Empath, this is just me. Everybody else is weird. That's just it. Everybody else is weird. I'm the normal one. That's right. I am the normal one. Anyway, the thing that really got me were the commenters. They're amazing. And commenters out there, if you happen to see these strange happening videos of mine and it does sound too much to believe, pay attention to something that I put in these videos. When reality responds, notice something that I'm saying in the videos. I am saying, I'm asking for this to happen. I am asking that this occurs. I'm asking my friends. I'm asking this higher power. That's what's doing it. I am not doing it. Sometimes in a couple of spots here and there, I may have said, oh yeah, I'm going to try this like the gamma ray burst. I'm going to try to get that to happen. What I'm doing is asking the universe. I'm asking. I'm not doing it myself. I can't do that kind of stuff. I am asking my friends. Some dark, some light. And other times I'm asking that universal presence, that consciousness. I know what it is. And since everything changed to it starting, that's why I'm using this term. I never would have put this out there. I've been hidden all these years. I'm 56 years old. I have been hidden all these years, hiding myself until now. And it's starting. So I'm putting it out there. The last little bit I said I wasn't going to put it here. I think I'm going to put it out here now. No fear, right? No fear. So I have seen that universal consciousness. God, if you want to call it that. Whatever you want to call it. I've seen it. I have seen it. Not only that, it let me know its true name. I know its true name. And there is no sin in the world. There is just one. Only one sin. There's 10 commandments. Forget it. My one personal commandment, be kind to others. Forget it. There is only one sin. And that is saying that name out loud. That is never to be done. Ever. So this is the part that I've said I would never put out here. I am, because everything's starting. Time's up. It's time. It's starting now. So let's do it. So I have seen that universal presence. I have seen it. I've seen the surroundings. I've seen where it was. And Mom, if you happen to watch this video, I mentioned sometime in the past that I created a pattern in the back of the pink house in the fields with what I was planting there and the different things in the fields. The pattern I created, which nobody could recognize, the pattern I created was the area where this universal presence sits. That's also one of the reasons I was able to bring that land alive a little bit. If you want to put it in religious terms, which I don't do much because I'm not a fan of organized religion at all. I would like to destroy parts of that, honestly. I really would. But if you want to put it on religious terms, what I saw was God sitting on his throne, and the area in front of the throne with the stream of diamond sparkling water in front of it, the way it went, that is the back of the pink house in the backyard in the backfield. That is it. I created that to mimic it. And that is part of the strange happening. So now you know everything. Well, everything. Yeah, that's about everything. I said I wasn't going to put it out here, but I am now. It's time. There's too many people out there like me. I am not crazy. I am not alone. And there's a lot of people out there like me. So That intervening video I put out there, that is because I've had all this radiation treatment, I'm still at the lowest energy levels I can possibly get right now. Hopefully in a couple of days, it'll really start coming back. Maybe tomorrow and the next day, I'll start noticing my energy levels coming back. What's happened is my senses have started returning more than 20% at this extremely low level. I have no idea what's going to happen when I get back to full strength. I have no idea. Whew, no idea. This is going to be interesting. People that watch these strange happening videos, all this sounds crazy. Fine. Let it be crazy. I'm okay with that. So, I am going to intervene. Those little points of light I saw around the earth, and I said waking up, apparently they're feeling the same thing. They put it in the comments. They feel like there's an awakening going on. Something's happening, and they're feeling it too. These other people, kind of like me, are feeling the same thing, and they've just started putting it out there. Same time I did. They started putting this out there. Same time I did. They feel it too. Wow. Something is happening. You are not crazy. And you are not alone. Seriously. Okay, I'm good with that. I've been fighting in the dark for a long time. And I mean that. Fighting in the dark. If you saw the video I put about demons and grabbing them and tearing them apart and then finally trying to convert them and then just talking to them, trying to understand and then realizing, I'm walking that fine line between the two. And it's like symmetry. Even our bodies are symmetrical. How funny. Looking back on my, I just noticed this on my Strange Happening videos. When you see me do these videos, half of my face is in light and half of my face is in dark. In all these Strange Happening videos. Really? Just really? That's the way it is. Half light, half dark. And I can handle both of them. And I can deal with it. And that is who I am. Some people call it Heyoka warrior. Heyoka empath. Heyoka empath. To me, it's just me. It's just me. Watching these videos here and there makes me feel like I'm a narcissist. Some in that Heyoka Empath talks about narcissist. I don't feel like I am, even though the letter I is used quite a bit. Because I'm just talking about my personal experiences, and I had no one else to talk to, so it's all internalized like that. Trying to get it out there and do it that way. I don't like being the center of attention. It happens to me sometimes. In my professional world, I became president of a very scientific organization and president of an art gallery, opposite ends of the brain. But that's what they wanted. It's not what I wanted. I was able to do the job, but I prefer to be out on the farm, out in the middle of nowhere, on an island in the swamp in the middle of Louisiana, in the middle of nowhere on a dead-end street where that pink house is. That's my Eden. I love that place. So I like being away from people. I don't feel like I'm a narcissist. I don't want to be the center of attention, and I don't want their attention focused on me if I can help it. So forgive me for all the eyes in this video. Just kind of as a final little note, I want to introduce you to one of my little friends here. I've had this guy for decades and decades and decades. I don't know why. Fell in love with it, and it's always been here. Maybe now I have a better understanding of why. To those commenters from Heyoka Empath series, you are amazing.